Hello and welcome to Medieval Head Coverings. But before we get started, make sure to select subscribe to be updated when new videos come out. In the Middle Ages and through the Renaissance, women covered their heads for many reasons. There were religious reasons, but then there were also practical reasons. If you worked outside, you wanted your head covered to prevent the sun from sunburning your part in the middle of your head. Or if you lived in a big bustling city like London, there were many people in a very small area, and well, some of them may have had lice, and so by covering your head, helped to prevent the spread of lice from person to person. So if you're going to a historical reenactment event and would like to be more historically accurate and you would like to cover your head but don't know exactly what to cover your head with, well, let me give you some examples. First, there is the veil. On the left-hand side, you will see the lady has just a simple veil. It is rectangular in shape. You can tell by the ends where there is a right angle at the bottom of the hem. And this particular one almost looks like it has been ironed to have a crease mark right in the middle where her part would be. On the right-hand side is another veil. This one, if I had to guess, would be more oval-shaped. And you can see it's pressed firmly against her forehead, probably pinned behind the ears, and then causing the fabric to then drape up and over where it's pinned underneath. Next would be a barbette with a veil. What is a barbette? A barbette is the piece of fabric, probably made out of linen, maybe silk, but it goes underneath the chin and wraps around over the cheeks and up to the top of the head. And this is particularly good for, say, you're an older woman and you have a bit of a sagging chin, then this helps accentuate your chin and give your chin that definition that you would want from a chin lift. On the left-hand side is the funeral effigy of Eleanor of Aquitaine from 1204. And on the right-hand side is Saint Adelaide, and that's from 1260. And as you can see, both women have the barbette. Like I said, it goes underneath the chin and wraps around the face, and then the veil is pinned up on top. Both of these women happen to have crowns to help hold that veil in place. If you do not have a crown to wear, then I would recommend using pins. And the pins you can just pin onto the veil and pin up and into the barbette underneath to keep the veil attached to the barbette. Next would be the barbette with, I want to call it a fillet, but maybe it's a fillet. The barbette, you remember, is the piece of fabric that goes underneath the chin, around the cheeks, and up to the top of the head. And then the other is the part that sits on top of the head. So the barbette is underneath, and then the fillet sits on top. Examples would be on the left-hand side, Uta von Naumburg and Countess Gerberg is on the right. The one on the left is from 1038, the one on the right is from 1250, and both of them also happen to have crowns that sit on the outside on top of their head, but you can wear this without a crown. These just happen to have crowns with them. If you want to go with something a little more simple, then you could always do a kerchief. And with this, you would just take a rectangular piece of fabric and fold the fabric in half, and then that middle part you would put right here in the middle of your head, wrap the fabric around, and then pin, and then take your tails and then wrap your tails around your head. Examples of this on the left-hand side is from about 1215, and in the middle and on the right, the one on the right is from about 1415. And as you can tell, all three have tied theirs slightly differently. But in the end, as long as your head is covered, that is the most important thing. Next would be a caul. A caul is simply a small piece of fabric that, imagine a large bun cover. It covers the back part of your head, and then there's a piece of fabric that is sewn around it. I have videos on my channel to describe and show you how to make a caul. And on the left-hand side is an example from 1510. She is wearing a caul with a straw hat on top. On the right hand side are two paintings from 1564, and both of these women have cauls. So like I said, just imagine a large bun cover. So you have a circle sitting on the back of your head, and then the piece of fabric that would go up and around that attaches to that circle. And with this, the fabric, I find it's usually snug enough that it can sit there without needing any pins. But if you would like to wear pins to pin it in place, feel free to do so. If you have any questions or would like to see these paintings up close, here's my Works Cited page. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below. Remember to select thumbs up if you like the video, and as always, please subscribe.